The Steel Samurai does rule. Just like tunnel snakes. They rule. Because they're tunnel snakes, and they rule. Steel Samurai, did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. Didn't turn away, not even once. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! The bad guy attacked him first. So what person was this bad guy? He was a person. How was he dressed? I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And I was like, did he do that? How did he do it? With the samurai kick and a samurai punch. Chop, slap. Something like that. Press him harder. Things bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. That you missed the most important parts.
Objection!
Right through. No, he hasn't. This is a samurai slap. Because we're tunnel snakes and we rule. Nice fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Now, why would he miss the most important parts? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. I mean, there's a really obvious answer here. He's a great... Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? I have evidence. Yes. Yes. The camera. He doesn't know how to use it yet, so he was fumbling around before he could get a shot. He wasn't familiar with his operation. Ah! Obviously. Judge can figure it out. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? Cody was lying, clearly. Yes, Phoenix, you're so great for pointing out obvious logical fallacies. Moving this mic away from my face a little bit. You're so smart, Phoenix. You're so smart and funny and wise. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. You know what? You're right. He is as smart as the 13-year-olds this game is designed for. That's fair. That's fair. Just received your camera. You weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Also, speaking of, I actually just recently picked up A Profound Waste of Time, the latest volume, and they have a interview with Shuji Kemi, the person who makes these games. And apparently, like, if you run the numbers, he has written more mysteries than Agatha Christie has, because of all the cases he's written for Phoenix Wright. So he is probably one of the most prolific mystery writers of our time. Genuinely. And I find that very interesting. Have him testify again. Yes, tell us more. Tell us more about this. Tell us about your camera. Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh, look at this sad face. Look at this sad face on Cody. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Still Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, we'll figure out what's wrong in a second. You're right, Pops. I had just... beginning of the fight. Yeah? Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the samurai was moving a little strange. Probably talking about the limp. My camera to take a picture. Couldn't you take a picture? The camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. Aw, poor kid. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. What'd you see? A person on the ground in the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup. That's all. Yeah, we gotta press on this. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. Took a picture. I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. You know what? In fairness, picking on children is great. I should know. I play Fortnite. That you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? Why would you erase them? Why would I want to take a picture of... Yeah, okay. I know what to do. Why would you... You have a complete collection. Why would you want to delete a picture? Let me say, Cody, you thought it was something bad. I wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Whizzam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Oops. Did you really get a picture of Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe you would erase it just like that. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Oops. Oops. It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai all taken by Cody Hackins. It has every single battle Steel Samurai has won. I find this very odd, Your Honor. Among all the pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken from that day. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? Samurai has just defeated his adversary, so they would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Yes. Yes, obviously. I'm pretty sure you're correct. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Because the Steel Samurai lost. Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. Never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was reason. Well, if the Steel Samurai lost that fight, then he couldn't have been the killer. His precious photos. It was inconceivable the Steel Samurai could have been defeated, and therefore, my client is innocent. Everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. I will have order. Witness, I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Aw, poor kid. Aw, poor kid. Saw the Samurai lose a fight, right? Wah. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wah. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. According to Stepmother, Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? The Steel Samurai was the victim. Obviously, Jack Hammer was the one in the suit. Wright was not the killer, but the victim. Jack Hammer was in the suit. The samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Jack Hammer. Jack Hammer was present at this action scene run through that morning, and he would have known to walk with a limp. We're going to see one already? One thought. Remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. The guard station at 1 p.m. Didn't I see poor Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. We left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him over to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. The way of Mr. Powers took a nap in his dressing room, and he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume! He thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Show us, quick! You're gonna look at me like that. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. Afraid that could be anyone in that costume. That photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts that you know of him in that photo. That's a 2.
Take that!
That's Studio 2. Like a 2. Yes. That means every single person in Studio 2 could have been the killer. That's no, it's quite possible, Edgy Poo. You shocked with the... Please explain, so that I might be shocked with the rest of the court. Ah. The time of the murder? It does not say one in that photograph. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Take that! At Studio 2. Oh, man. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in the studio. The path was blocked. Victim went to Studio 2 before that time. His testimony allowed me to remind the courts. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. In actuality, the reverse is true. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Which means Will Powers could not have been the killer. The meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Salmonella and D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Obviously. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person in the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw the victim. The person the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer stole a samurai costume. He went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? He did to cover up the details of his own murder? Do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. We do have something. Because we have these sleeping pills. Medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The table where Mr. Hammer's Powers ate. It has sleeping pills. Powers spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Your Honor, I have an idea. Want to test the Powers' blood? You should find traces of the sleeping pills. Oh. Jim's Jammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. That's a good idea. Possession of this bottle. Bottle given to the judge. Oh, look, it's cuter than to think that you get fingerprint information that quickly. That's cute. Things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The samurai scene by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. Note the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal and who killed him and why? Now, because it's a video game and a murder mystery case, of course we have to go through this, but I do have to stress, If this was an actual murder trial, what we have done should be more than sufficient to prove that Will Powers did not do it. This should be decisive proof. And so the fact that we have to find the real killer would, in an actual crime investigation, be asinine. But this is a murder mystery game. That's why we're playing it. So of course we're gonna find the killer. You need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your submission to Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. Extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Court is adjourned. Fucking nailed it! That was a close one. Wait, what does it mean for me to go home? Huh. I do love that because we have access to Phoenix Wright's inner thoughts, we can see what a fuck-up piece of shit he is, but people outside of his, like, just watching him think he's so cool and confident. He's so cool and confident. Dead? Of course we're kidding. I don't know if she's kidding. We have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we will find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. There we go. We can do this. We can find out who the real murderer is. We'll find out who really killed him. This is a fun case. This is a very fun case. I enjoy Phoenix Wright's attorney. This is a good game. This is a good video game. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Hi, Maya. It would suck to have missing time because someone possessed you. That seems awful. That seems terrible. Like, you just don't know what happened. That seems awful. Great idea who did it. No one needs a motive and proof. Good going, Nick. Trial system tomorrow is the last day we have. What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they had decided to speed the whole process up. Trial had to end in 3 days? Yep. We've no time to waste. Go to the studio. I do like that they try to explain that, even though, like, I don't really need the explanation. I would just like them to just... I don't need it. It's cool it's there, but I don't need it. It's not really important. Oh, she's quiet. Why is she not talking? I think her guard's down. Can you eat those donuts in the car station if you wanted? You eat, you die. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh. That poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal powers as costume so he can sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. It's a soft, the pushovers, whatever Vasquez tells him to do. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Oh, I believe Sal is that kind of creepo. if you're a masochist, you're actually not a creep, but, you know, Sal is Manila. His name is Sal Manila. He's a creep. He's a pedophile, probably. But that has nothing really to do with masochism. That's a whole separate thing. Masochism is fine if you know how to do it correctly. I don't, but I'm sure someone here does. No, it really doesn't. Something about Thief Vasquez, the producer. Studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. But do we want to talk about my attorney's badge? Thank you very much. Fair. I am often also not in the mood to think, so I respect that. My guess is they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. I do want to see donuts. They're probably tasty. I hope they have... Maybe... would they be tasty? I don't know what her tastes are like. Maybe she likes a shitty flavored donut. Is there a shitty flavored donut? Is there a donut that I wouldn't eat? I don't know if there is. I don't know if there's a donut I wouldn't eat. At least once. It's lying around. Why can't we touch? Didn't mean to frighten you, pal. Because I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dick Gumshoe. My salary is basically none. I have no salary. I don't know how I pay rent. I don't know how I pay rent with how much Edgeworth pays me, but I love him anyway. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Tell me about the sleeping pills. The only good cop, the one so incompetent, he probably got dozens of false convictions. Onyx, I respect you. You have a type, and you know what that type is. You know what? All the power to you. Full respect. Solidarity, my friend. For a thorough examination, I gotta take these plates back to the precinct. I have these capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. Reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. You waiting for? Everything in due time, pal. Well, the test solution on the plate changed color, all right. This plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. We got the steak plate in evidence. How's Edgeworth holding up? You were in the waiting room and they crushed this paper cup with a hot coffee in it. Talk about burns, pal. Cups, bottles. Oh, that bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints all over it. You were correct. We were correct. Unfortunately, you're also out of time. But the good news is that when we next reconvene, we should be able to finish up Turnabout Samurai and get on to the good stuff. The really good stuff in Phoenix Wright's Attorney. Probably one of my favorite cases in the series is coming up right after this, and I'm excited to start it. But for now, we will adjourn. That's a court joke. I am Brendan Carey. Remember, the COVID's still going on, so mask up if you can, vaccine if you can, and treat people with respect. Love you. Bye-bye. See ya. Have a good evening.